And finally, we have some company. Victor, it's good to have you back. Now it's a little bit less busy, I guess, with all the crazy, updating scores and the online and everything.
Yep, finally got to settle down a bit.
Let me move a little bit your mic. Go again.
Hello, hello.
That's better.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, it was
Well,
a little bit low, and the sound.
yeah, I've been sitting next to you while you've been commentating for the past couple of hours, and it's good to have the mic in my hand now as well. So I'll follow along a bit while I do the other stuff.
You have been working in the shadow for a while.
Yep.
I kept you silent and giving me data. Give me more data. Actually, Victor was very helpful in the last couple of rounds because it was so many things happening at the same time. I couldn't follow the action all by myself, and since some matches were ending up a little bit quicker and some matches were ending up a little bit more delayed, it was hard to really know what was going on each match. So, Victor, you bowl with many of these kids, I guess. Anyone in particular you think is going to be a little bit more favorite than the others?
Well, it's hard to say. There are no bad bowlers left. Well, there were never any to begin with, but all of these are definitely in with a shot at winning.
Very good bowlers. They have been bowling quite strong the whole week. I would say, for me, perhaps in the under 21 division, it's a little bit more of a pre-final in a way with Iskil and Lucas.
Yes.
I've seen Melvin a little bit more up and down sometimes, a little bit less consistent overall, and Rasmus also a little bit more like explosive. When he finds the spot, it's going super high, but then it's a little bit less consistent. Iskil is capable also to score very high games, but for me, until now, it felt like on the four of them, Lucas perhaps was a little bit more steady than the others.
I would say if I had to say a name there, it would be Lucas, for sure. And in the under 16 category, just judging off of today's form, I think Oscar Mirren is the favorite, shooting well above 1400 in his 6 games today.
Yeah, he is super talented as well. When he scores high, he scores super high. To be honest, also, he had 1 or 2 kind of low games. The thing is that when he found it, he never shot 240. He shot 260 something, 270 something. And on the other hand, Niels has proved to be very competitive as well. He's capable of doing very high games as well. Remember in one of the previous round, he shot 289 to make it into the next round.
Yeah, let's see what results they put in. So Nils shot in the quarterfinals. He shot 171 in the first game and won, and then he shot 289 in the second.
289 at the second one,
Yeah.
And then we cannot forget the girls. To be honest, there was 3 of them that in terms of technique had impressed me a little bit more than the rest of the field, and it was Doris, Nicole, and Saga. Then on the other hand, Annelia, she just beat Stephanie on the previous round, and the 2 of them, they seem to be a little bit less explosive, a little bit less or lower rev rate compared to these 3 we just spoke about. But on the other hand, they have the consistency. It's a little bit more like the old school in the latest game, that they are super accurate and they repeat and they can go on and on and on and on. And then on the other hand, when we see Saga is a little bit more powerful on the release, Doris especially powerful on the release. She's going to take a shot now on lane 13. You see such a strong release and pin action over there. And then Nicole, she has a super amazing technique. In my eyes, if she fixes a little bit the push away, because now it's going a little bit to the outside, and that's putting the swing behind the body. Here, have a look at her. See the push away? It goes slightly to the right in here, you see? And that puts the swing behind, and then it goes back out. So it's up, actually, if you compare to EJ Tackett, for example, it's going in the opposite direction. It just goes out, and then it gets closer to the body and releases close to the ankle. But everything else she does is super, super good. And they are so young. I mean, they have all the time in the world to keep improving and to keep learning and to keep adjusting their techniques. And as you predicted, look at the game that Niels and Oscar are having in lane 9.
Yeah. I think with the girls, I think it's too early to call who's got the best chance of winning. We've only seen one round from them, so a lot of them have only bowled 2 games today. So it's hard to say who's on great form. Whereas the boys have already, a lot of them have bowled 6 games.
On the other hand, the match between Melvin Roth and Willem is taking Melvin's color at the moment. It's nearly 50 pins distance between them at the moment. Niels and Oscar are going for a very high game, but that's 40 pins lead for Oscar, even if Niels has a double and a triple and no open frames. Look at Niels, he's not giving up. He's going to try to strike out on the 10 for a 258 and hope that Oscar has an open frame, because Oscar has 8 in a row. That's already 260 something.
Yes, so he would need Oscar
to get in big trouble. What are they doing? That's the 10th frame. Instead of carrying the 10th frame. Is it? It just looks different here. Okay, one more for Niels. There goes another strike for Doris. She's walking now with nearly 10 pin lead. Eskil looking very strong already, finding his way on lane 18. Triple, 2 spares and a double, while Lucas has not double yet. It seems to me that Lucas is still a little bit... Now he's moving deeper. Last shot was a little bit too far outside. The lane was hooking a little bit early. Now he moved deeper. Oh yes, he moved deeper. Not enough.
Yeah, I think we can say on the under 16, it looks like we will have Melvin Roth winning the second game. There, it looks pretty wrapped up. 40 pin lead with 2 frames to go.
Yeah, he's got it in the pocket, and the same we can say about Oscar. Great game for Niels, 258, but Oscar is on the pace for a 290. And he keeps going. Okay, Rasmus is a little bit lost here on lane 20, despite it was a double. He almost did not hit the headpin on the left side, so it was a very light Brooklyn. On the other hand, Eskil is looking already aligned in lane 18.
Yeah.
And his body language is quite of security, like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, but if you look at that match on lane 20, they are all square, 88 each in the 5th frame and working on a double.
Let's
Oh.
see what Melvin can do.
Yeah, if he can make that a 10-pin lead.
On the other hand, for Lucas, this game is starting to become a little bit tight.
As Oscar caps off at 290 as well. Oh,
Way short to the head pin. Okay, lanes 9. We have point number 1 is for Oscar, 290 against 258. On Melvin Roth is already with the point in the pocket as well. It's a low game for William over there. Now looking at the girls, look at Nicole is fighting back. Double spare double. She was at some point
Melvin misses that spare.
a little
on
bit
lane
low.
20.
Now she's a little bit ahead.
Oh, 510.
510. Ay, ay, ay. And 4-9 for Eskil.
Yep. And I mentioned that Melvin missed that spare on lane 20 as well, so that really invites Rasmus.
Yep. Now that should give some peace of mind to Rasmus, which last shot was really bad, but he got a strike. You see, the ball is not really going out. It's reading very early for them.
Yeah. Eskil went for the spare, just about missed it. And Wilhelm Helene is going to cap off that game at in the 140s.
146,
I reckon
think.
he's been trying a lot of different stuff in the latter bit of that game.
Look at that. He also chopped 7-2. They keep exactly the same score. Melvin
Yeah.
Andersson, Rasmus Olsson. And that could be good news for Lucas over there. He just found the spot. It was small adjustment. There was a little bit deep in the head pin. The next one was a little bit short in the pocket. And now it was a perfect strike. And this kid is very dangerous when he finds
Yeah.
his target.
So the situation is here, if Eskil marks in the 10th, he's going to win that game, but if he doesn't, Lucas can strike out for the win.
I'm mostly thinking of game 2 already. There you go. Well, that was
Oh.
pretty close.
Very close to
But I'm mostly thinking on game 2 already for Lucas, because it didn't leak, or I'm not expecting his skill to have another open frame. On the other hand, look at Saga, how many strikes she's got over there
Oh, yeah.
against Sonelia.
And Rasmus matches Melvin again, this time with a Brooklyn on lane 20. And yeah, Eskil wins that game. 1-0 for Eskil.
Okay, Doris ended with 205. Nicole, she's still alive. She spared that 510. Now she left the 3610. How cool that she spared the 510.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she did.
She
Look
did.
at that.
That's cool.
Unfortunately for her, not enough to win the match. And Annelia also gave away. The match is game over for her on this game 1. Already thinking of game 2.
All right, Melvin Andersson leaves the 10-pin on lane 20 in that all-even game.
Now he really needs that spare. It's crucial. And he gets it.
Yep.
Now I'm curious to see, is Lucas really aligned? Oh yeah, that was left. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
left of the target. It's a pretty tight angle that Saga is using, but it's paying out really good. Now I saw a soft 10 on frame 4 for Oscar against Niels. Oscar is 10 pins ahead, but now it's Niels who's got the double.
Yeah. Let's just look back to 20 here, because right now, spare and 9 is enough for Rasmus to win. A strike here, and he's got the game in the bag. 4 pin.
They still haven't really found the pocket on
No.
lane 20. It's like the ball is reading a little bit earlier on the heads than it was doing before for them. Oi, big split for Niels. That is a dangerous moment. And now Rasmus, he needs a strike to win by 1.
And 9 to
9
tie
to
it.
tie and go for a roll-off, 8, and you lose.
So yeah, they
Amazing
stayed.
spare for Niels.
They stayed all even for the second half of that game.
Yeah. All the way from the 4th frame. 68, 88, 115, 134, 143, 163.
And even the exact same spare miss.
I think it's going to make 9 because they like to be tight. 10 pin,
5 pin.
and tight.
On a Brooklyn. It is
Let's
It
go
is
for the roll-off.
the first draw of the semifinals. 182, 182.
That was really, really in the left for
Never had a
his
chance.
skill. He missed a lot to the left this time.
All right. Let's see if they can carry on being equal, or whether we will have.
I see they have the hang. They have a hand up, so I guess something is going on with lane 20.
Just maybe want to make sure that the roll-off is correct.
And the guys that were bowling not so high on the game 1, Melvin Roth and Willem, now they are striking a lot. A spare on 4 in a row for Melvin. Strike spare triple for Willem. And the one that's getting a little bit in issues, it's going to be Niels. It's the second time the ball crosses the 3-pin and gets too deep in the head. 3, 6, 10 left. Oscar did double on the previous.
As Melvin steps up for his first shot off the roll-off.
That was a very good shot.
That's
That was a very good shot for
perfect.
Melvin. Now he puts the pressure down to Rasmus. Now if Oscar strikes, he's going to put a lot of pressure on Niels.
4 pin.
4-pin. Let's see what Rasmus gets.
Oh, that's far out.
Yeah. He wanted to make sure that the ball would be on the right side of the head pin. It was many, many shots. He couldn't accomplish that, but it was way too strong, way too far to the right. And Lucas is a little bit lost as well. He's missing inside many of his shots.
While we were looking at Rasmus' shot there, Amelia actually spared the 5-7
Wow.
on lane 15.
Pin lead for Oscar against Niels. 10-pin lead for Melvin against Willem. Completely tight between Doris and Nicole. And 1-pin lead for Saga against Annelia. Now Melvin and Rasmus are going to begin game 2.
And Oscar strikes again on number 9.
He's not really finding the spot. Rasmus is having a lot of issues on this lane 20. Looks like the ball is wobbling a little bit in the beginning in the heads. It doesn't really want to skid, and when it pushes it harder, then it goes that far that it's never coming back. There goes his skill. He gets it. His skill is going to put a lot of pressure in Lucas' shoulder at the moment.
Oh.
And Niels is going to need to strike out for a maximum score of 223 and hope that Oscar does not, otherwise it's going to be game over. No. And that's it for Niels. He played very good. He's super talented. It was very nice to see him bowl. But Oscar is in a very strong fight mode today. Now, Nicole looking for the spare. She's 4 behind Doris, and she already lost game 1. So she needs to find a solution, the sooner the better. Another strike for the lefty Willem.
Yeah, and he lost the first game, so now he's actually taking the lead of this one. And Melvin actually shot a 3 spare in the previous frame, so big one for Wilhelm there to get a double.
Yeah. Yeah, things are starting to get some sights. Oscar is on the next round. This game, Willem is going to win for sure. Nicole is fighting with all she's got against Doris, but Doris is making it very, very hard. And Saga bowling her quite square. She's running out of room. She needs to move her feet to the left, move the target a little bit as well. And a split for Iskil.
2-8-10 it looked like, yeah.
And let's see if that split gives some hope to Lucas and he starts striking a little bit again.
So Eskil won the first game, so he just needs to win this one, and he's moving on.
Strike for Lucas. Let's see if that puts any pressure back into Iskil. Rasmus going for another spare. But 23 behind Melbourne at the moment.
Oh, chop set.
Oi, oi, oi. Mistake over there.
That could actually prove very costly at the end of this one.
Yes.
Melvin is on pace for 221. Although he will have to spare that to reach that. Situation there is that if Melvin spares and gets decent count, Wilhelm will need to double in the 10th.
True.
To stay alive.
And the same thing is happening to Nicole. She cannot find the pocket, and I'm guessing because she left that 5-10 along a few frames ago and even a 5-7, she probably moved a little bit back to get some extra friction, but now the ball is not really going into the pocket. It's just reading early, and she's hitting the middle of the head pin. There was a small adjustment over there for Saga. Solid 10. And Melvin is running away a little bit on lane 20.
Must strike now for Wilhelm on lane 11. Melvin Roth moves on.
Yeah.
So the U16 finals are set. It will be Oscar Myrén facing Melvin Roth.
Mm. It's gonna be a nice match to watch, yeah.
Yeah, really exciting.
Okay, it's gonna be a very important frame now for Nicole. She needs to find something. She's moved a little bit deeper. There you go, light strike. It's never too late. Good shot also for Annelia. Beautiful strike. And the body language on lane 20 on Rasmus, it's quite defeated, but it's half the game to go. It's never too late. It's a little bit tough for Lucas, soft 10.
Saga and Anelia just separated by 1 pin. They've been doing a little bit what Melvin and Rasmus did last game, just matching each other since the 3rd frame.
Wait, did you see the strike for Melvin again?
I saw he did strike, but I didn't
When he
see.
gets the when he gets the carry, he gets any carry.
6 pins up for Eskil Lind as well, it looks like, since Lucas did not get the double there.
No, it was a soft 10 for Lucas, but at least he's got the spare. And still alive, still a long way to go.
Rasmus gets the strike.
Finally, Rasmus gets the right pocket. And a nice double there for Anneli.
The first double of this whole game on that lane.
And look at that. A very good strike also for Nicole, not giving up. Suddenly Nicole was 6 pin behind. Now she's 4 pins ahead. And she needs to win because she lost game 1.
By 3 pins.
Now can Sarah answer? Yes. A little bit deep in the pocket.
Another great bit of carry there from Melvin. Hit it very high and just got tripped out. I think it was the 4 pin.
As I told you. I'm going to ask later on, Melvin, do you bowl 20 pounds balls or?
Oh, and a messenger for Lucas Hale as well. Turned around and sent a messenger on the 10 pin.
But again, it showed a little bit of a soft 10.
Yeah.
It looks like the ball he's throwing is reading a little bit too early. So it's either that or add a little bit of spin.
And I think we can probably start seeing Melvin Anderson is going to win that game, it looks like.
Yeah, and his skill is looking quite consistent as well. It's looking hard to beat. Look at that. Another strike for Annelia. She's fighting like a tiger. Another strike for Iskil.
He's got a pretty substantial lead now, but still a few frames to go.
Yep.
And
Now, important frame for Nicole. Can she secure the lead with another strike? Yes. Nice move she did, yeah? She
Yeah.
moved to the left. The ball was reading very early. The first one was so light in the pocket, but the next two have been perfectly.
Saga leaves the 3-10 there, so that definitely gives Anelia the upper hand in that match.
It looks like we're going to have a game 3 on
Both
the girls' run.
All the
Lucas
boys'
is-
matches looks like they're going to be wrapped up here.
Yep. I agree.
She picks it up, so still has the chance, Saga, to win that match. Even though it's very clearly advantage Anelia.
And a 190 game for Doris. 192 to be precise. And Nicole, she just needs a mark to go for the 210. Iskil, on the other hand, if he strikes now, it's pretty much gonna close the match. Wait. Even he was surprised about that. But he gets the strike. Looks like Iskil's gonna go on. Look at Anneli. She makes it look so easy. Well done.
Right now it looks like 9 spare 9 will be enough for the win there.
Another strike for
Nicole.
Nicole.
Yep. So we will get a third
And
game.
Melvin, front 9. Yeah, Lucas has given up. He's upset, but on the other hand, he had a great tournament.
Yep.
He was the tournament leader, and he bowled really well on every single stage I have seen him bowl. So, hats off to Lucas. Very well done. Very nice. A lot of talent. He's going to keep learning and growing, and it's one of those guys we will see bowling for many, many years.
For sure. He put in a great block this Wednesday, and I think that's what ended up winning the qualifying as well.
Okay, and the girls are gonna give us one more match, all of them. Now we're gonna look at lane 20, see what Melvin can accomplish. I mean, he's got the carry this time, so is it gonna work? Light? Yes,
Oh,
another light late strike. He's got the carry that I want to have all my life.
Yep.
It's not looking super powerful. It's not looking super strong. But every time he hits the pins over there, he gets it.
Yeah. So Anelia left a 10 pin. She's got to spare that to have a chance at shutting the game out. Or actually, if she spare strikes, then Saga can strike out for a tie. So it's actually not over.
Saga is a fighter. She's a fighter. She's not giving up a single pin.
Oh, 4 pin. What a game.
Yeah, but it was close to be down again. There was a pin showing around.
She picks it up. Eskil into 250s with that strike as well. So that is a very strong finish for him.
So we're gonna have Eskil against Melvin.
Exactly.
I'm glad we didn't bet anything because we wouldn't have not got many. Very strong performance as well for Rasmus.
Nearly a strike to force Saga to strike out. Yep, she does.
One more for Saga. She wants to tie this game and finish already. She doesn't want to bowl a third game. She wants to tie this one and make it on the roll-off. And another beautiful strike over there for Nicole. She's getting better and stronger. She's not giving up either. Yeah, she could not get it, so we're gonna have a third game also between Saga and Analia. And that's pretty much all the action we're gonna have on this moment, right? Just the girls.
Exactly.
One against the other.
Yeah, as you say, Anelia wins that game, so it is a third game in both of those matches.
Now there goes Doris and her powerful wrist starting to do some damage in the pins. Spare double. Now can Nicole follow? No, she's getting them both. Very light stride in the pocket. It kind of showed the 5-7, but the messenger took away anything left in there. Both of them 9 spare double. Split for Analia to start. 4-6, 10. Yeah, that's better. A little bigger.
Oh,
3-6, 10, 7 for Doris. Did she miss a little bit inside? Did she overgrip it? I'm not sure. I cannot really see on the camera, but for sure that ball jumped a little bit too early and ended up in the middle of the headpin.
good attempt on the spare.
Now there is one thing in particular. Actually, I saw you yesterday, and I could say the same thing now with that spare left by Doris. You left once the 5-7 yesterday at some point, and you took the spare ball to spare it. For me, you use the strike ball from the strike shot, and you move your foot 3 to the left.
All right.
So keep that in mind for the next time. And in that case, Doris, when she had the 3-6-10-7, I like to hook that spare. Take the strike ball and hook it, because when it hooks, it's a lot easier to get the 3 on the right side, and you have more chances to bring the 3 all the way to the 7 pin. But the 5-7, if you ever leave it again, don't use the spare ball. Take the strike ball, move 3 to the left from your strike position, and it's 100% spare. And especially if the lane has a little bit of room, then it's like when you strike. If you send it a little bit further out, it's going to come back anyway. And if you miss a little bit in, it's going to hold.
I'll try that next time.
Now everybody who's watching is going to
Yeah,
think, how
exactly.
many times does Luis leaves the 5-7 to know that?
Yeah. Maybe it's not the most common spare to leave.
No, but the thing is, I coach a lot of people as well, and some of them, the young ones especially, that bowl steel with 12, 13 pounds, sometimes they have issues with the 5 pin and the 5-7.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's how I make them spare it.
Maybe that's why I left it, because I threw a 12-pounder on that shot.
Okay, Nicole not giving up. She's putting a strike. She's got the 15-pin lead against Doris. And Anneli and Saga are at frame 2. 4-pin for Doris. It might be a sign that she needs to move the line a little bit deeper. She already left the 3-6-10-7 2 frames ago. So it looks like she's not having any room to miss in. As soon as I don't have one board to miss to the left, usually in today's pattern, it's a sign that I need to move my target deeper and my feet deeper. I'm giving a lot of tips for free when I'm streaming. It's not very smart.
Very generous.
Too generous. And 10 years from now, when I have no soup to eat, I'm going to have to start texting everyone who has been listening. Send a couple of dollars into my account so I can eat. Nice strike there for Annelia. Now, Nicole. Missing left. It's a happy 6-10 for her.
Yeah, a bit lucky to get away with just those two. Could very easily have been a
4-6. Yeah,
Yeah.
4-6. Especially when you have 15 pin lead and Doris did not strike. The only thing you want to make sure is that you don't put yourself in any trouble. And
Nasty split
that's
for
what happened.
Saga.
Yeah. Saga needs to move deeper as well. Okay, so Annelia with a strike. She's 3 pins ahead. If she strikes, it's going to be a double, so that's going to be even more advantage. Let's see if Doris moved in. Looks like she moved in, but it was a different ball. Probably a little bit stronger at the end, saving more energy. Cleaner on the heads, but stronger in the back. And there goes Annelia. Lovely. I like what she does with the wrist.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a yo-yo. It doesn't look so much, but she does it.
Let's see here. She's got a with Saga opening in the previous frame. That's a 13-pin lead for Amelia.
Now she sent the ball further
Yeah.
outside. That was a different line from the
Yeah.
previous ones.
I think the previous one was a bit slower as well.
Mm.
That's why it came in and left the ugly split.
One more? Yes. One more for Nicole. What a fighter, yeah?
Yeah.
She was very shy when we did the interview, but let me tell you, she's not shy on the lanes.
Well,
She's really going after it.
Well, who hasn't been shy with the interviews?
Your father, perhaps.
Yeah. My father and Mons.
Wow. Look at that wrist move. 5-7. Now is when she needs to keep the strike ball and move 3 boards to the left.
Do you think she can hear you?
I don't know.
Say it a bit higher.
She needs to keep the strike ball and move 3 boards to the left. And then I bet my heart it's a spare. You think she's going to hear me?
Maybe.
I don't know. Someone else did for sure. But it looks like she's taking the strike ball. She removed the oil. It's the strike ball.
Is she moving 3 boards left?
She probably hurt me. Now I'm curious. Missed a little bit in. She
Yeah.
didn't send it far out as the strike shot.
So let's see here. That's a 1-pin lead for Saga now.
And Saya says she has a strike, so she
Kinda.
can put even more pressure.
Can take it up to 22 even. Sorry, 21.
Important spare over there on 13 for Nicole.
Saga
Not
to
out
extend the
enough,
lead.
not out enough, and not out
Yeah.
enough.
So that's a very close game yet again for these
Again, yeah.
two. Doris really needs to strike here to give herself a chance.
And she gets it.
Bit of a light mixer, but got them all down. Saga picks it up.
Good spell. So she's one pin ahead. If she strikes. Missed a
Avoids
little
the
bit
split.
left, and it opens the door for Doris. It could be a tight.
Yeah, she avoids the split again, which she'll be pleased with. Now it's just about picking that one up.
But Doris is very dangerous. She strikes a lot, and she's got a strike on the 9th. And that leaves a big chance for Doris to make things happen on the 10th frame.
Anelia strikes after that open as it's one pin in it.
Again,
And a spare for the
important
call.
spare. She wasn't very sure
Yeah.
about it.
So let's see here. Doris can strike out for 207. If she does that, she forces Nicole to double in the 10th.
I'll look in the middle again. Oh, maybe she moved the feet, but the ball did not go as far out as we expected. There you go, what I said about Doris. She's
Yeah.
not going to give up.
And that forces Nicole to mark in the 10th.
And she's going to try to get one more and
Yeah.
force her to double.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's time to put the money on the table. I'm thinking Doris is going to strike again.
I think she will. Then what's going to happen after that, I do not know.
There
Gets
she
it.
is. Very dangerous, very dangerous.
Anelia for the lead.
Very similar. The last 3 shots were very, very similar. One she left the 5-7, the other one the 5 took the 7, and this one the 5 was short to take the 7.
Yeah, might want to make a slight adjustment there.
She should probably slow down a mile per hour. Because the ball she's using, if she moves a little bit deeper, it's not going to make it back. And you cannot go back to the right because you already caused some traffic there, so you're not going to have room to miss into any side. So what I would do is probably move my approach slightly forward and reduce the speed very, very tiny. Now, Nicole, can she strike?
Needs 2 strikes.
And
Gets the
she
first.
gets a perfect one. Wow. Impressive. She needs one more. Saga looking for a double. And she gets it too. Now she's on the lead.
By 11 pins. Can take it up to 21 with a strike in the next frame as well.
Lane 13. Nicole. Everything is on her hand. She
Yeah.
strikes. She goes on. She doesn't. She won't. No.
For the win.
I missed a little bit in. No. Oh, and it nearly went down.
Yeah.
She's going to lose by 1 pin. Just 1 pin.
So Doris moves on. And it's
Ah.
too close to call.
If it was betting, I would have made some money.
Anelia
Beautiful
strikes.
strike now by Analia. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Well, that was a
Nice tournament by Nicole, I must say.
very
She did
exciting
very
finish
good.
as well.
Very well effort.
Yeah.
My hands clapping for them.
Saga to extend her lead to
Yeah.
21, sorry.
Looks
21 pin
like
lead.
it's getting close to be the strong wrist girls in the final.
Yeah.
With both Doris and Saga.
Yeah, they are teammates as well.
Are they?
Yes.
What team they both?
They're playing for BS Hässle in Hässleholm.
Hesselholm.
Yeah.
That's not far from here, is it?
It's about an hour from here.
An hour, yeah?
Yeah. And I do actually believe the other 2 also play for them
Uh-huh.
in
Okay.
as a secondary team. So I might be wrong, but I think that all 4 of these are teammates in the highest of the women's division.
Division. How is the National League this year? Is Spartadam still like the big team on the girls?
I think they ended up winning the league. I can check that for.
I'm just curious. And by the way, tonight, Barça Madrid, El Clásico. That's a real Clásico.
Yeah. As you said, Spartadam won the league.
Spartadam, Excalibur again. Why am I not surprised to be?
Yeah, and they
see
ended
that?
up on the same amount of points. Just Sparta had a slightly better diff. At the
And
end.
what happened with the men? Is it Pergamon?
It is Pergamon, yes.
And who was second? Clan again?
Adding sauce this year,
Uh-huh.
I believe.
Okay.
Let's
What do you
see.
think is going to happen with
Yeah.
Team Clan and once that the Purple Hammer is gone?
Oh, that's going to be interesting to see.
They're going to drop 2 divisions suddenly?
I don't think they will, but
I'm sending my best regards to Pontus Anderson and all
Yeah.
the others.
so,
Jag bara skojar lite.
yeah, so focusing on the action here, well, that split is going to end up.
Very expensive. A
Yeah.
5 is super expensive. That
So-
really opens the door for Annelia.
Yeah, so Saga holds a 2-pin lead,
197, that's the
max
maximum
score.
score for Saga.
both on pace for mid to high 180s here. So basically, I'd say this is a must strike for Anelia, essentially.
Yep. Annelia. Walking. Releasing. Looking good.
Yeah,
Strike for her.
but you could see that one hook really early.
How
like-
silent is the crowd? I couldn't
Yeah.
hear anybody.
But-
Are they all sleeping?
Yeah.
Give them some coffee.
But I think on that shot it was very obvious how early that ball hooked. You could almost physically see it change direction, like just after the arrows.
Mm.
So that ends up getting pretty burnt here.
She needs one more. Put the pressure back into Sara.
Strike to force a double.
Oi, 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 oi.
8-10.
And that is also really bad for the count.
Yeah, she's gonna lose another pin in the count.
Exactly,
So
exactly.
Saga needs a mark and then
An 8.
An 8. So
Spare 8 is enough for Saga
yeah,
to go on.
18 pins and 3 shots.
But then on the other hand, I've been in that situation before. Bowling a step ladder or something like that. You just need a spare. But the previous shot, you had a fucking huge split. And then your mind starts wondering, do I move? Do I not move? Do I try to play easy? It's only a spare.
She
That's
actually
one of the fun
misses it.
things on bowling, how mental it becomes at some stages.
Yeah, definitely. So with that miss, actually, that means that it's another pin less Saga has to pick up. So just 17 pins in 3 shots.
Yeah, it was that was a rookie mistake to take 8-0 on the last one. Let's see what can Saga do.
Let's see.
Beat short.
She's not
Yeah, beat
happy
short.
with it. Yeah.
I actually lost one TB tournament, and I mean TB in Scotland. I don't remember the name. It was the title. My opponent missed on the 10th frame. Then I was too excited. I left the bucket, but if I spared, it was enough, and I chopped it.
Yeah, this is a very
I hate
choppable
this
spare.
Every
It's-
time I see this spare, I remember that day.
It's not gonna feel like it's 60 feet away. That's gonna feel like 120 feet away.
I hear some.
But she picks it up,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's
One
harder
serve.
than you think
She
in that
needs-
situation.
6 to tie, 7 to win.
Yes.
And the last 2 shots, it's 5 and 7. and this 7, it could have been a 6.
Do you think she's just gonna go safe and throw it into the middle, or
If I were her, I would move one board back to the right and hit the head pin.
let's see, can she do it?
That's what I
She
meant.
picks up 7.
Hit the head pin, get 7.
So
and
both games end up with a 1-pin win.
okay, before we end up this one, I'm gonna go back to history again. One time, Raymond Johnson, last shot, he needs 8 to win. He grabs the spare ball, hits the middle of the head pin, and he makes 5. We'll be back pretty soon with the finals. We come back as soon as possible. Thank you, everybody.